What is up, you guys? On today's video, I am going to tell you who's going to win the Week 1 game of the 2025 NFL season. It just got released today, so here we go. Cowboys play the Eagles, first game of the season. The Eagles will win 28-14. I just think Dak Prescott, just coming off the injury, won't play his best. Okay, Chiefs versus Chargers. This game is in another country. Sao Paulo, I think. I don't know where that is. But the Chiefs will win against the Chargers 24-20. I just think that's a Chiefs type of game. Okay, the Raiders versus the Patriots. This is an interesting game. Both of these teams are better teams. Because they gotten better due to the offseason. I think the Raiders will win 20-17. Okay, Pittsburgh versus New York Jets. I'm going to just tell you this is going to be the most boring game of Week 1. It's going to be a defensive style of game. And Steelers will win 21-13. Okay, Dolphins versus the Colts. Anthony Richardson and Daniel Jones will not beat the Dolphins. Dolphins will win this game 30-13. Okay, Cardinals versus Saints. I don't know who the Saints quarterback will be, and I think the Saints will be one of the worst teams in football this year. Cardinals 27, Saints 13. Giants versus Commanders. Commanders, you're going to win this game 27-17. I think if Russell Wilson starts, he won't be bad, but he won't be good. He was mid in Pittsburgh. And if Jackson Dart starts, I think he'll have an okay game. This is going to be his first game if he starts. And if Jameis Winston starts, he'll throw for a lot of yards, I think. But the score won't show he threw for a lot of yards. He's going to probably lead the league in passing yards if he starts. So, okay. Panthers versus Jaguars. This game may be an underrated game. I think Jaguars 26-23. I think Bryce Young showed that he can be a good quarterback. And he can be a starting quarterback. But I think that the Jaguars will win by 3 points. I think the Panthers will be a competitive team. Okay. Bengals versus Browns. I know how the Bengals swept the Browns this year. But the Bengals do not play their best football in Week 1. And they usually lose to the Browns. So, and I think Joe Flacco will start this game because I don't see any of the rookie quarterbacks and I don't see Kenny Pickett starting. So, Browns will beat the Bengals 23-20. So, yeah. Okay. The Buccaneers versus the Falcons. The last time the Buccaneers played in Atlanta, Kirk Cousins threw 509 yards on them. But Kirk Cousins won't start. Michael Penix will. And I think the Falcons will win this game, actually. 29-24 versus the Buccaneers. Okay, Titans versus Denver. So, Cam Ward starting his first game. I don't think he'll win it, though. I think the Broncos are probably a playoff team, or they're gonna barely miss it. So I think Denver will win this game 28-16. I think the Titans will get 1 touchdown. Okay, the 49ers versus Seahawks. I am going 49ers 20-19 because I know the 49ers got worse, but they have one of the easiest schedules. And I think Sam Darnold, just how he ended last season with the Vikings, won't start this season hot, but he'll get better. Okay, Lions versus Packers. I'm going to go Lions 24-17 because I didn't like how the Packers played in that game versus the Eagles. And I know it was in the playoffs and the Packers got better this offseason. But the Lions, I think, will win. I know the Lions didn't really make the biggest moves this offseason, and Ben Johnson left. But I think the Lions will still be a pretty good team. Okay, Texans versus Rams. This is probably the most interesting game of week 1. The Rams and Texans, I think, are equally matched. But I think the Rams are a little better. And the Rams will win this game 27-23. I think it's going to be a competitive game. Okay. Ravens versus Bills. This is the game of week 1. And I think the Ravens will win in overtime 26-20 against the Bills. I just think the Ravens will come starting this game hot, is what I think. I know it's in Buffalo, but I don't really expect the Bills to be as good as they were last year. And I don't expect the Ravens to be as good as they were last year. But the Ravens will be better than the Bills this year, I think. Okay, the Vikings versus the Bears. This is in Chicago. I know the Bears got Ben Johnson, but the Vikings own the Bears. I don't care what the Bears own this offseason. The Vikings, in my opinion, had a better offseason. And I think they're overrating the Bears again like they always do every year. The Bears are like the NFC's Jets, overrated every year in the offseason. And they come into the postseason or just the regular season and they suck. And I think the Vikings are going to win this game 24-16. I don't expect J.J. McCarthy to have a great game. I think the defense will have a good game, though. And that's my predictions. Bye, guys. Subscribe.